Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2023 mid-month general reading. So we're looking at the last half of July, and this reading is for the fire sign of Sagittarius. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here, watching the videos on the YouTube channel, liking, sharing, subscribing. Please hit that like button. It really does help. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, who refer and recommend, or just take the time to watch these videos, always my gratitude. Thank you. Okay, Sagittarius, if your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign is in Sagittarius, this video is for you. If you're cross-watching for a Sagittarian, this video is also relevant. Of course, being a general reading, it'll resonate just a little differently for everyone. So if you know your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, watch those signs as well for additional insight and perspective. And if something really does touch you, it really does resonate with you, or you simply like the reading style and you're interested in a personal reading or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that by clicking the description link, clicking the title of this video. You'll see my email address there as well. I would love to hear from you. I do offer a pretty wide variety of readings in all areas of life of different lengths and costs for every budget, and scheduling of personal readings is done in a pretty timely fashion as well, as this is all I do full time. So email me if you're interested. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what the last half of July holds for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. Sagittarius, we begin with justice, reaping what you sow, meaning the outcome of something is going to be dependent on what you actually put into it. This is also about truth, honor, ethics, morality, transparency, doing the right things being equitable and even and fair. Now, in the upright position, it's a strong indication or implication that things will be working in your favor in a fair and equitable way as Spirit sees it. For any of you going through any legal issues of any kind, this is a good sign as well. And it's contracts and negotiations working in your favor. Excellent card to start off with the Three of Cups, celebration, party, social energies, celebrating with friends, your tribes, the people you really connect with, positive social connections in your community. There is definitely a reason, justice is working in your favor, and celebration along with that. For some of you, it might be that a situation that has been wrong or dysfunctional or something was off within a group of friends or a community. Also, this is evening out as well. Next we have, this is reminding me a little bit of Aries reading. Next we have the Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. And in the tarot, chronologically, this comes after the Tower. So after this rather profound, significant major event comes in and shakes everything up or causes things to break down, the Star comes afterward to renew, restore, and rebuild hope, faith, and optimism. It's a card that says you're on the right path, spirit-driven, and this path will lead to wish fulfillment. Spring after winter, light after dark, hope after despair. Beautiful energy. With the Nine of Cups, which you have both the wish fulfillment cards together, Sagittarius. The Nine of Cups is a wish being granted. Your cups overflowing with abundance. For money, this is an excellent career, work, finances is an excellent reading. Emotional as well, because there's all this lovely celebration, celebrating abundance. Next, we have the Knight of Wands. Knights represent offers and opportunities for change, being really focused on a mission and a quest. Very fast one, too, because this is the Knight of Wands, offers and opportunities coming in. It's quite clear that something happened before that was difficult, challenging, painful, but something has happened. The scales are being righted here, offers and opportunities coming in. With that Knight of Wands, we have the Ten of Cups, the happy home, happily ever after card. Now, tens represent cycle completion in the tarot. So the Ten of Cups represents being at a place where you feel like everything's finally come together, especially around home and family. Home, family, marriage, childbirth, the property itself. There's an offer or opportunity coming in very swiftly here. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the last half of July is another 10, the 10 of coins or pentacles. This is the 10 of earth. Long-term stability and security, meaning that you finally feel secure or stable enough that you don't really worry about tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, particularly financially, materially. And this also has a very strong connection to home and family, just like the 10 of cups, inheritance, family issues, property, division of estate. I mean, it can represent relationships too, long-term stable relationships. One way to look at this is marriage as well, for those of you who are hoping for that. We have justice, we have the 10 of coins, the 10 of cups. Could be about the property itself for those of you that are going through any sort of legal issues or litigation, particularly if it's around inheritance issues or division of estate or even divorce or something like that. Again, this is like getting what you want after perhaps you thought there was no hope. That's the fundamental energy of this reading, regardless of the specifics and details, which will vary in a general reading, right? The fundamental message in here is getting what you want after a time or after something happening where you thought there wasn't any hope of that. But all of a sudden it's manifesting here in such a beautiful way. Let's clarify just a little bit. Let's clarify that overall energy of the 10 of coins. The 10 of cups, again, what a spectacular reading. The 6 of cups. Card typically of nostalgia, reminiscence, family, roots of origin, where you come from. It doesn't have to go back that long, like to childhood, but the 6 of cups does imply a previous connection or history with something. People, places, situations you have a history with. Can be home and family as well. Definitely for some of you, inheritance issues or any kind of legal issues that are around home and family or affect home and family. Beautiful. Everything is like finally clicking for you. The Knight of Wands, again, maybe coming in rather quickly. In legal issues or even non-legal issues, if there's an offer or opportunity coming in that restores balance to something, it feels quite strongly here that Spirit is strongly suggesting that you take it. Let's clarify justice and the 3 of cups. It's kind of like, we've won, let's have a party. That's the energy of justice and the 3 of cups. The 9 of cups, again, my goodness. Page of Pentacles and the Fool. An offer, a new beginning, starting off on a brand new path. And again, for any kind of financial or material issues, this is a beautiful energy, starting off on a whole brand new journey, a whole brand new life cycle, because the Fool is the very first card in the tarot. The World is the last. So whatever this is happening, it brings to a close, a final close, some chapter in your life or set of chapters that was pretty significant. You're starting off new. The Magician and the 3 of Cups, again, lots of repeating energy, lots of repeating cards, beautiful repeating energy. This is celebration, social energy after you've worked really hard to manifest something, because that's what the Magician does. He knows from the long road that he's walked how to make what he wants in his head and his heart possible, and physically manifesting it by taking and using all of his knowledge, his experience, his tools, his wisdom, his resources, and pairing that with the physical work to actually make something happen. So this is something that perhaps you were working on, perhaps you maybe at some point thought it wasn't going to work out, but you just kept plugging away on it, and here you've got wish fulfillment all over this. Let's clarify the Star. The 5 of Swords, a hard-won victory, and a victory that comes because you refuse to give up. A more minor card, a more minor representation of the Chariot. The Empress, abundance, fertility. It might be some actual fertility issues for some of you as well, being able to conceive after a time period where you thought you couldn't. It's a beautiful card for new beginnings. It's a beautiful card for abundance. Let's clarify the 9 of Cups. The Star. You've got both the wish fulfillment cards here, the Star and the Nine of Cups, each of them twice. What an amazing, spectacular energy. It's like the energy of somebody who kept plugging away at something over and over and over for a long period of time, perhaps feeling like giving up maybe multiple times. Maybe other people are like, that's a lost cause, you're nuts, why don't you just whatever. And almost out of nowhere, although it's always spirit, right? Something has happened and your wish is granted here. Spectacular energy. I mean, I don't know what the wish fulfillment is. This is a general reading. It doesn't feel heavily skewed in one particular area or another, with the exception that it's either about home and family or affects the home and family. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Cups, rushing in to bring that happy home energy. Nine of Wands and Three of Wands. Yeah. Waiting patiently for a long time, and probably sometimes and vacillating between, I feel so discouraged, I'm so tired after all I've done, and here I still am, and it's not finished yet, and should I give up? And then the Three of Wands, wow, I'm starting to see some of my efforts paying off. I'm still waiting, but I'm feeling much more hopeful, positive, and optimistic about the future. Kind of going back and forth. It feels like this has been a long time coming, or a long time in manifesting, but finally, with the Knight of Wands, it's just rushing right in here. Let's clarify that Ten of Cups. That's fantastic. The World, and here's that last major arcana card with the Fool being the first. So a major chapter in your life, or set of chapters that's been pretty significant, something that's been pretty significant for I think quite some time, is coming to a close, a successful close, because the World is also a card of graduation, leveling up. You've reached the top of that really difficult mountain, and now you're finally at the top. You're looking over at a brand new horizon full of different options, different opportunities, going really quickly. Lots of action, lots of movement, communication, Cupid's arrows, travel even for some of you. Absolutely. Actually, the World and the Eight of Wands is a very strong travel combination, which may be relevant to some of you. What a spectacular reading. And this is because you hung in there and you refused to give up, even when you felt like giving up, even when other people probably told you to give up, right? Any final messages, guidance, advice for Sagittarius? This is very similar to your sister sign Aries, too. Advice, guidance, feedback, any final messages for Sagittarius last half of July? Justice again. All these repeating cards. Knight of Wands, the Star, Nine of Cups, Three of Cups, Justice. Reaping what you sow. Things being fair, equitable, and even. The Knight of Swords. A very fast night, very decisive information and conversation related night. This is making a decision, and making a decision being very decisive and action oriented. The Ten of Pentacles, again, that long-term security and stability. For those of you for whom this involves an offer coming out of nowhere, Spirit is saying very much to take it. Ace of Wands, brand new beginning. Death and the Wheel of Fortune, a final ending, transformation and rebirth. Definitely divine timing and orchestration here with the Wheel of Fortune. A fantastic, fantastic reading, Sagittarius. One of the best readings I think I've seen in a long, long time. So for those of you who aren't quite there yet, or aren't quite seeing this yet, with this wish fulfillment, whatever it is for you, don't give up. It is just around the corner. But for many of you, this is just coming in the last half of July. So wonderful. Those are your messages, Sagittarius. I hope they resonated. I hope they were helpful and hopeful for you. Again, if this did resonate with you, and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style and you're interested in a personal reading, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that by clicking on the title or the description link of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the August general readings. Stay safe and well, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.